We got some live breaking news. According to Eagles Nation here that posted on X last night, and a lot of other corroborating reports. I'll just read this here. According to a well placed insider, discussions between Eagles players and their front office resulted in a quote, massive no, end quote, when asked if they would accept an invitation to the White House to honor their most recent Super Bowl victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. I am begging you, Philadelphia. I am hoping to God that this is fake news. I am hoping to God that you change your mind if this is actually true, because you would essentially cut off 3/4 of the entire country. I rooted for you. I rooted for you during the Super Bowl. I wanted you to win. I was actually really kind of enveloped in the story of the MVP quarterback for you guys, Jalen, who went through that travesty the last time they lost to the Chiefs. And there's been a lot of talk about, the Chiefs always have the refs on their side, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I think you guys played a phenomenal game. You deserved it. Your coach, who's pretty controversial. I kind of like his spunk. Reminds me of me a lot. And he's a Gen Xer. I was rooting for you guys. Don't do this. This is insane. It is dishonorable. It is disrespectful, especially after what we saw from USA Hockey. Literally, I mean, defending our country by throwing their gloves off in the first 9 seconds of their round robin match against Canada and fighting like 3 or 4 Canadian players after beating them 3-1. Granted, they lost in the championship. That was heartbreaking. I watched the entire match, but that was the most patriotic I've ever felt for a sports team in a very, very long time. These woke ideologies have infected the NBA, have infected a lot of other sports, infected the NFL, a lot of people would think. And if you do this, if you replicate what happened in 2018, it could be an absolute travesty. I am telling you right now, the NFL's ratings, the NFL's popularity will plummet. This is catastrophic. This is DEFCON 1 for the National Football League if you do this. Megyn Kelly posted this saying, same, go F yourself, Eagles. My husband is a fan, so I got on board, but F this BS. So I don't have any confirmed reports, and there's a lot of counterpoints right now that are kind of going around online saying that no, the Eagles haven't even been given or extended an invite. But that report from Eagles Nation, which is a highly reputable Eagles kind of insider account on X, saying that these are very, very concrete, substantive inside sources. I just think this could be an absolute travesty for them. Do not do this, Eagles. Philadelphia, if anybody is watching who works for Philadelphia, lives in Philadelphia, I am telling you right now, this could be the worst decision this organization ever makes, and the ripple effects across the NFL will be wide and far. I mean, what an honor. You're getting invited to the White House. You have prospered, at the very least, out of just deference, out of just respect for the office. Forget Trump, forget anybody who's in the office, even if it's Tombstone Biden, vegetable in chief, even if it's Kamala, who I can't stand more than even Cash Money G, Fannie Willis. I would show up if I was an Eagles player who won the Super Bowl out of deference for the office, out of deference and respect and honor for being an American citizen and enjoying all the freedoms. You're really not disrespecting President Trump. You're disrespecting 77 plus million American citizens who voted for him overwhelmingly, on top of what the framers envisioned for our country, all the freedoms, all the liberties, all the amazing opportunities that our fallen servicemen and women have sacrificed so you can play with a football and make hundreds of millions of dollars. Don't do this. I'm begging you. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, why not. Again, don't share any links. I love my comment section being this thriving, engaging, symbolic manifestation of American thoughtful debate. If you share links, personal ad hominem attacks, it goes straight to spam. I don't even see them, but I want to hear from you. And I love seeing the back and forth. I love seeing the interesting points. We have an amazing, educated, intelligent, super intelligent audience here at Nez Nation. I absolutely love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okay, I got to talk about Hanoi Jane's video that's going viral all over the internet. I don't know if you saw this, but at the SAG-AFTRA Awards just recently last night, Jane Fonda said this about woke, and of course made her entire speech. She got some Lifetime Achievement Award, and of course she made it about woke, and she made it about President Trump. Check this out.
What we create is empathy. Make no mistake, empathy is not weak or woke. And by the way, woke just means you give a about other people. A whole lot of people are going to be really hurt by what is happening.
This is the same Jane Fonda who, if you forgot, back in 1972, actually defamed America and sided with the North Vietnamese, just essentially hating on America. And she actually sided with the communists. And she did this kind of live radio rant, back in the early 70s, just essentially defiling her own country that gave her everything. I have a big problem. That's why I can't stand LeBron James. I can't stand these people who absolutely, Ben Stillers, the De Niros, all of these woke celebrities, Clooney's, etc., etc. You know who they are. They're all garbage. But I just can't. What's happened to Hollywood? To me, Hollywood is dead. I haven't seen an amazing Hollywood film, a personal narrative, a story of inspiring, mesmerizing cinematic outpouring and production in like over 20 years. Have you? I mean, I don't know. I haven't. I've seen a lot of great documentaries on these streaming platforms, et cetera, but I haven't seen an actual like front to back Hollywood movie that has inspired me the way that Stanley Kubrick did, the way that Scorsese used to. I just saw Frank Capra films blow me away. I mean, I've got a lot of great directors that I love, Coppola, et cetera, et cetera. I just watched this amazing movie last night. Literally, I'm not even kidding you, 100%. A Night to Remember, 1958, about Titanic. It was unbelievable. And I was shocked. If you haven't seen this, the number one grossing film of all time is James Cameron's Titanic. I was shocked how much James Cameron took from that 1958 movie, A Night to Remember. It was historically absolutely phenomenally accurate, phenomenally presented in all its glory. For that time period, I thought it was a cinematic masterpiece. I loved it. I was so enthralled by the performances, the emotions, the directing. I was there the entire time, and I loved it. And it was an over 2-hour film. And much like Cameron's Titanic, it covered the entire, devastation of the last few moments of the Titanic on that fateful day, April 15th, 1912. I highly recommend you go check out that video, of that film. But I've talked a lot about old movies, how much I love them. This is just another example. And by the way, Jane, woke does not mean you care about other people. No, no, no. Woke is exactly the opposite. It means if you disagree with me, I'm going to get you canceled. If you don't agree that discriminatory practices like DEI, if you don't believe that men belong in women's sports, if you don't believe in pronouns and transgenderism and all this woke BS infecting, which is the anti-common sense, it's essentially anti-common sense, then you're not a part of us, and we're going to eviscerate you. That's what woke means. Woke also means this. Speaking of people I can't stand who are just leeching off of America and giving nothing back, Stephen King. This guy's made hundreds of millions of dollars, not just off his books, but his film adaptations. The guy's getting royalties to this day on The Shining, Carrie, etc., etc. Here he is posting this just recently, the other day, referring to Trump calling out the governors who are not complying with eliminating men from entering women's sporting events, saying, Governor Janet Mills makes me proud to be a Maine man. Thank you, Governor, for standing up to the bully. Shame on you, Stephen King. It reminds me of Mark Hamill, too, because this is from X. And I love what Molly Hemingway's reply at the bottom there. I know creepy is your thing, but super creepy to cheer on the destruction of women's sports and other women's spaces. 100%, Molly. I agree with you 1,000,000,000%. That's woke. That's the definition of woke, Miss Fonda. If you disagree with me, you're a bully. If you disagree with me, you're a fascist. If you disagree with me, you're a threat to democracy. If you disagree with all of the things that we want to purport, everything that's anti-American, everything that's anti-common sense, everything that's anti-framers of our Constitution and the founders of this beautiful constitutional republic, we will do everything in our power to imprison you, defame you, discredit you, assassinate you, and call you violent names for the rest of your days. That's woke. It's the anti-empathy. It's got nothing to do with empathy. And this is what's really beautiful, is the world is actually responding. The German federal election took place on February 23rd, just yesterday, earlier than the originally scheduled date. And Friedrich Merz's Christian Democratic Union, along with CSU, emerged as the largest bloc, securing about 28.5% of the vote. Positions Merz as the frontrunner to become Germany's next chancellor, ending Schlotz's 3-year tenure. The far-right alternative for Germany, which Trump actually praised, the AfD, came in second with approximately 20.8%, making its best ever national election result and nearly doubling its vote from its 2021 election. This is a sign, Jane and Hollywood and Eagles, all of you guys, if you're not on board, we're sick and tired of your DEI cancerous woke ideologies. We want regular lives. We want safety. We don't want to defund the police. We're sick and tired of your transgender lunacy invading and infecting our children's homes and our children's institutions like school. Sick and tired of hiring practices that are discriminatory. We're sick and tired of your cancel culture. We're sick and tired of your pronouns. We're sick and tired of making you make us acquiesce to your insanity. It's over. We voted. This is of the people, by the people, for the people. And if you don't like it, hasta la pasta. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. I'm really eager to read what your thoughts are on all of this stuff. If you disagree with me, that's fantastic. I welcome all viewpoints. Just as long as you're being constructive and respectful, I will listen to you. So let me know down below. Tap the thumbs up if you love America and share this with everybody that you know. Check out these videos just in case you missed them coming up on the screen right here. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.